The Super Bowl is tomorrow as you guys are listening to this.
Yes. So should we talk predictions?
We shall.
I
So,
have a bold one.
Okay, go on.
Travis? No, Jason. Which one's the one with... I can't remember which way around this is.
Your prediction is, I assume, about Travis Kelce, the boyfriend of Taylor Swift.
Yes, going to propose to Taylor Swift. Have you seen there's a bet?
So here's the thing. I didn't expect us to get into Taylor Swift.
Well, I mean, we're talking Super Bowl. We kind of have to.
Very famously, Taylor Swift's number is 13.
Okay.
There is a fuck ton of 13s baked into everything about this Super Bowl.
Okay.
So you've got Brock Purdy, the quarterback for the 49ers, wears the number 13.
Right.
The game is taking place on the 11th of February, which is 13. 100 minus 13 is 87, which is Travis Kelce's jersey number.
Okay.
There was, what is it? It's been 13 years since something. I can't remember what. Something big involving the Chiefs, I want to say. I believe the amount of losses between the two teams this year, so the amount of times they've lost and we've lost, adds up to 13.
Right.
The flight, so she's performing in Japan the day before.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's a 13-hour flight to get there in time.
Okay, this is getting a bit weird.
And like, I don't believe in bullshit like this, but what I will say is there's been a lot of accusations this year that the Chiefs have got slightly favourable decisions.
Okay.
Because the NFL, and if you check their social media, you'll see this very quickly, fucking love milking the shit out of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, since it came onto the scene.
And Swifties, because they're such big fans, have been learning football.
Yeah.
And they're doing a very good job learning football. Shout out to them. I'm glad they're enjoying the sport.
Yeah.
And I hope they stick around if Taylor Swift isn't as big a part of it next season.
Yeah.
So they're milking it for all it's worth. And if you were to believe in conspiracy theories and the whole idea that, like, sports could be rigged, then if you believe in that, bet on the Chiefs. And I'm saying that as a 49ers fan. Because I'm telling you right now, the first person to get a good picture of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift having a kiss with the Lombardi trophy there is getting given the entire bag.
Oh, yeah. Like, the press opportunities are through the roof.
49ers for life. In reality, Brock Purdy, wearing number 13, is going to throw for 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns and steal Taylor Swift from Travis Kelce. That's what's going to happen.
He's going to propose to her.
Yeah. Anyway, should we get into our actual predictions?
Yeah, our actual...
What kind of trailers we're going to get during the Super Bowl. So, as always, the Super Bowl has the biggest adverts in all of the world.
Yep, the most expensive slots for adverts.
Yeah, because so many people watch. And as a result, what you get a lot of the time is trailers for TV and film.
Yep.
If there's a big project that they want lots of eyes on, that's where it happens. So as a result of us being a nerd podcast and the franchises we follow spending the most on marketing in the world, there's normally a lot of trailers that appeal to us.
This is true.
So I believe I have got my predictions lined up in order of most likely to least likely.
Oh, I haven't got... I haven't got them in any order. It was just as I mean, my first one is probably the most likely because it came into my head.
Okay. I think for almost dead certainty, we're getting a Deadpool 3 trailer.
Yeah, I agree. I also have that on there.
Yeah, there's been lots of rumours leading up to this anyway. It's not like this. We're the only ones suggesting this. Like it's been rumoured pretty heavily that it's almost guaranteed. I will be shocked if we do not get a Deadpool 3 trailer.
I've just had a thought.
Go on.
So you know how this is for potential what the trailer sort of is? Deadpool memes everything. And usually the Deadpool trailers are a meme. Like it's him in a bathrobe or whatever. Him and Ryan Reynolds and
Hugh Jackman
have their own alcohol brands. And I've often had a bit of back and forth about who can do the better advert for their. What if it is Deadpool and Wolverine, and it's just an advert for their brands, their alcohol
so they don't actually
brands?
give us anything.
But then it has like weird cameos in the trailer, and it's just like some weird.
So like
meh,
they go for like a 3-for-1 ad where they both promote their brand, and then there's a little bit of film footage in there as well.
Yeah, or even if it's just cameos of characters pop in from, I don't know, Professor X shoves his head in and he's like, I'll have an aviation gin, please. I mean, I could see them doing something like that as a bit of a meme trailer.
It is very possible.
But yeah, I do think we get some sort of Deadpool 3 trailer of some sort.
The other one that we've not really spoken about, but might end up being something we cover, the new John Krasinski film, If.
Oh.
About imaginary friends. It looks interesting. I think they released a trailer the other day. But I think we're like, I'm not sure if it's going to be the same trailer as shown at the Super Bowl, or if they've got a new trailer for the Super Bowl. I think it's basically guaranteed we're getting a trailer for that.
Okay.
So it's directed by John Krasinski, starring Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
And basically the whole idea is imaginary friends are real, but as you grow up, you can't see them anymore.
Yeah.
And they find a little girl, and all the imaginary friends are trying to get her to help them, I think is the main concept.
Yeah, it's something like that.
What I will say is the studios must think this is a can't miss, because the amount of money they've already thrown into the advertising for it is crazy.
Yeah, they're probably hoping on it.
This is when we start to get to a little bit less likely, but I'm still pretty confident about.
Okay.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Ooh, I hadn't thought of that one.
Because we both got very excited when we saw they announced that.
Yeah.
It's been a little while. It's a big franchise.
Yeah.
It's been around for a while. That's the kind of thing they'd spend Super Bowl money to promote.
Yeah, and it would really get eyes back on that franchise considering how long it's been. Yeah. I think that's not a bad shout at all, actually.
I also believe that it's due for like a summer release, which would be enough time out to like make sense.
Yeah. Now, my prediction, it's one that kind of would make sense to do at the Super Bowl, but I'm not sure if, though they would, I suppose Amazon does have this sort of money. It's a trailer for The Boys.
Oh.
Because that's, I could see them, it's the platform.
You're absolutely right.
Take the piss.
I have a TV show on my list, but I didn't even consider The Boys. You're absolutely right. That is definitely the kind of thing we might get a trailer for.
Yeah. Something that's almost a parody.
Yeah, I guess it almost depends if they want to be able to be aggressive in their trailer or not. If they're okay with toning the trailer down.
Yeah, which I think they could.
They will. But if they still want to keep The Boys as this big over the top sex, blood, violence, drugs, it might not be worth the Super Bowl money.
True.
But no, that's definitely a possibility. One that I am skeptical about but hoping for.
Okay.
Trailer for The Acolyte.
Ooh, see, I nearly put that on my list, and then I put Andor season 2.
Oh, okay.
Because we know that's pretty much done. So like,
we don't have a release date.
No, we don't. But that's what I mean. Like maybe they'll tease.
But yeah, I guess they could announce the release date along with a trailer. That'd be even more hype.
But yeah, Acolyte is also a good shout.
Because we know Acolyte is due end of summer this year, I think.
Somewhere around then, yeah.
And it's been shrouded in mystery, but they've said there's news coming soon.
Yeah.
There was a post put out in Variety today about Star Wars saying "see you tomorrow" or something.
Oh. Okay.
Or hello. It was like hello there. So some people think there might be a Kenobi season 2 announcement coming.
Oh.
I will be amazed if we don't get something related to Star Wars.
Yeah. See, that's what I was like. It's not one of the 3 films that they've announced because they're too far away. Like we're not anywhere near. And I
Yeah.
was like, there's no Mando thing that's close, and there's no Ahsoka that's close.
In reality, it's got to be Kenobi season 2, Acolyte, or Andor season 2.
Yeah, I don't see them doing Bad Batch, but they
Nah, they
might.
wouldn't. You
But
don't spend super well money on an animated show.
no. So yeah, I do think there'll be something Star Wars. Acolyte could be a good shout, or maybe we do get like a Kenobi season 2, maybe.
And this is one I'd forgotten about till I was looking at what was coming out this year as to what might spend that kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big long shot.
Okay.
Joker, Folie à Deux.
Oh, yeah, because
Now,
there's not
I
going to be
know.
a DC thing anytime soon.
No. So, obviously, these films are made on a bit of a smaller budget because they're R rated.
Mm.
But Joker was such a success.
Yeah.
We've not seen really anything about Joker, Folie à Deux.
Mm-hmm.
I
True.
think it's a bit of a stretch just because of like Super Bowl money, but it's definitely possible. And like you said, because DC don't have anything else coming out this year, DC's marketing budget might allow them to
Yeah.
make it happen.
If James Gunn wants to keep some attention on DC, yeah.
Mm.
Now, I have one that wouldn't even really be in our realm of discussion, but due to I saw it on Twitter yesterday, is the Moana title teaser for Moana 2. Disney like to spend money on trailers. Whether they actually just then released a Moana 2 trailer.
Kid film?
Yeah, but Disney pitches to parents because they're the ones that take the kids to the cinema.
Yeah, true.
And it's Super Bowl. Families are all around.
Yeah,
watching.
family watch parties to Super Bowl.
So that's why I was like, there's a potential of like a big Disney film for them to like focus anything on. It potentially could be Moana 2.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I definitely think we're going to get some exciting ones. What I really want is I want to be surprised. I want there to be one that like wasn't even in our thought, and we're like, oh my god, that's so hype. Which I think is getting harder and harder the longer we do this, to be like surprised.
Almost not gonna happen, but would kind of love for it to happen. The final forecast to get revealed.
That would be hype as fuck.
And I saw a thing on Twitter, and it's like one of those, like, someone claims it's a rumor, but it's probably just a fan idea of it happens at the end of the Deadpool 3 trailer. He goes, like, breaks the third wall, and he goes, well, Marvel's not telling you, so I'm going to tell you. And then he just lists the cast off.
It would be very hype. It'd be a weird way to do it, but it would be hype as fuck.
Yeah, and it would garner a lot of discussion if it's like Deadpool reveals the Fantastic Forecast.
The big thing during the Super Bowl is always, obviously, the Super Bowl is like trending everywhere. If you can be the ad that is as close to the top of that as possible, it's worth every penny of the advertising money. That would be a really, really cool way for people to get a bit more hype around it. We'll obviously get some trailers for some other stuff.
Oh yeah, and there'll be usual beer trailers and everything.
Apparently, there are some shock ones that some of the big scoopers haven't seen anyone talking about. So hopefully, they're ones that we'd be interested in as well.
Okay. And before there's a Fast and Furious trailer.
Don't. Fucking saw Christopher Nolan said in an interview today that he quite likes the Fast and Furious films. So now I'm not allowed to like any Christopher Nolan project because the man clearly doesn't know ball. But yeah, I find it every year more and more difficult to be surprised by Super Bowl trailers because I'm more plugged into what's coming. But even if there's just one where I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that, that's so hype. Or even if it's like one that's been worked on quite quietly that they're now ready to show off. Or even if there's something that's been very public, but I didn't even know I liked the idea of until I saw the trailer, I'll be very happy. But of course, no amount of good Super Bowl ads are going to save my mood if the 49ers lose. So
that's all right. My team absolutely choked it in the playoffs as always.
Big time.